There's 5 girls on the track from each team at one time. One girl from each team is called the jammer, and she's the only girl that scores points. She scores points by passing the girls from the other team. She gets a point for each girl that she passes. It started in the 1920s as like a marathon race. In the midst of the race, the hitting sort of was a byproduct of it.
Football on wheels. Short skirts, fishnets, girls with problems.
Is it violent? Yes. Do you guys really hit each other? Yes.
It's the most aggressive sport I think I've ever seen.
You fall down, it hurts like hell. There's no two ways about it.
It's tough chicks that like to skate.
Come on, wrestle down for it!
I'll tell you what's sexy on a sexy Thursday is the Fort Myers Derby girls serving you beer on Saturday at Sun Sports for our Pam Anderson lookalike contest. Through work, Velvet Revolter, the girl who started it, she works for J.J. Taylor and I work for the station, and we would do these events together, so I kind of got to know her through that.
I was doing research online, and so I printed out all this stuff, and it had to do with roller derby, and honestly, I had never heard of roller derby before. I mean, I hadn't watched it as a kid or anything like that, and I was like, hell yes, I love to roller skate, and I always thought I was so tough, you know, so I was like, beating girls up, roller skating, that sounds so much like me.
And at the last Xmas ball, she was like, I'm thinking about starting a roller derby league. What do you think about that? I was like, I think it would be awesome. I'll totally try out for it.
She had contacted a few people on MySpace, and I had met with them the first meeting. We met at an all-skate.
There was a couple girls here that were all hanging out together, and we wondered, you know, what are they up to? What do they've got going? And Tasha has a lot of tattoos and kind of lured them to her, and they asked if we would be interested in coming to some roller derby practices, that they were trying to get a roller derby team started. So we were already here at the rink, and it worked out, and 11 months later, we've got a roller derby league in Fort Myers.
Girls you see out there that are skating really good and going, they weren't like that right out of the box. It wasn't like we just popped them out of a Cracker Jack box and bingo, away they went. They were all needed crossing. None of them had any endurance. As you come up on skaters, you need to be able to step to the right, step to the left.
He's basically, you know, the rock that we have, because there's times where he pushes us where we don't think we can go. There's times where you're just literally exhausted.
Is that better?
We've gone from basically just skating around in a circle and trying to dodge each other to full-blown taking each other out and speeding, you know, going really fast.
More like hanging out with a bunch of guys. Only the talk is a little strange.
Hit her like she's your baby daddy!
I try to pick on ones that I know aren't going to hurt me too bad. They surprise you often, yeah. And it's not always in a good way.
Exhausting jamming. you're constantly getting knocked down, so you have to stand up, you know, and just getting up, using your muscles to get up is tiring. So not only are you being knocked down and having to get back up, but then you have to race.
We've had so many little accidents. I think I'm the first broken bone that kind of drove it home that, wow, this is real. Wow, we don't get paid to do this. Wow, this is dedication.
And my mom were very concerned when I started roller derby, being a single parent, that I was going to get hurt. And the first time they saw me play, they're like, I feel bad for the girls that you have to play against. We're not worried about you anymore.
It's always in the back of my mind, you know, I'm not married and I live by myself and I got a dog, and if I did break my leg, I'd be screwed. So I haven't really put a plan into action as to what I'll do, but I've got health insurance.
I'm ready for this cast to come off. I'm ready for therapy, and I'm ready to get back out there and catch up. I don't want these girls to get better than me when I'm off my skates. It drives me crazy. It keeps me up at night.
I want to break the legs of the girls in Bradenton and Tampa and Indian River. I hope that one of them goes to the hospital. I mean, I don't really hope that one of them goes to the hospital, but it would be awesome.
We want to get to where we can travel anywhere in the United States and play somebody that's the same caliber as us. This is our first season, but I think we've really shown this town that we're serious. And none of us get paid to do this, but we pour our hearts out on that floor.
You have a bunch of independent women out there kicking butt. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
And we're really proud of this little thing that we have going in this little tiny town. They're not ready for it. They're going to take over the world.
And any of the girls, whatever the hell they tell you, they're going to give you a whole list of reasons why they joined, but it always boils down to you get to hit a bitch, and it feels good.